La Malinche es muy interesante. Ella es atrevido y inteligente. La Malinche es talentoso, trabajadora y listo. La Malinche was born around the year 1501 in Panela, Mexico, and grew up in a region of the Yucatan Peninsula. Her parents named her after the goddess of grass, but her original name is Malinche, but people also called her Marina or Donna Marina. Because her father was the Aztec chief and her mother came from a ruling family of a nearby village of Exapleton, she had an unusual level of education, which she would leverage as a guide and interpreter for the Spanish. When her father died, her mother remarried and had a son. Because they didn't want to jeopardize the boy's inheritance of all three villages, Malinche was sold to slavers by her own mother, who then staged a funeral to hide the truth about her daughter's disappearance. The slavers who bought her from her mother sold her once again to a Mayan chief in Tabasco. She stayed there until Herman Court of the Yucatan Peninsula in 1519. She was a brilliant multilingual exiled Azareth who was enslaved and served as a guide and interpreter. Then she became Cortez's mistress and the mother of his favorite son, Juan. La Malinche had an aptitude for many languages. She distinguished herself from other slaves as a useful interpreter, and she was baptized by the Spanish. That was when she became Donna Marina. She had repeatedly saved Cortez and his men from the Aztec attacks. She did this by gathering intel from the local people. For instance, she befriended an elderly woman who informed her about a plan concocted by Moctezuma II, the Aztec king, to invade the Spaniards. This lithograph was made by Jean Charlotte in 1933. It shows a little girl playing the role of La Malinche holding a toy in one hand and a sword in the other. La Malinche didn't leave any records of her life. What people know of her is based on second-hand accounts or historians' interpretations. What every story of her life reveals is an intelligent and resourceful woman who was betrayed, enslaved, buffeted between two empires, and surprisingly somehow becoming a historical giant in her own right.